Hi everybody, welcome to Bama Blind. Here's my pretty girl Gretchen. She's not looking at the camera, she's looking straight ahead. I'm down on the sidewalk. We're gonna go forward and we're going on one of our first outings in a while because of the mask, because of the people. Now, let me point down to Gretchen. She is a long-haired, medium coat German Shepherd. She is so well trained, but unfortunately we haven't been able to go on our regular walks or regular routes because of the pandemic. And I'm blind, so it's really hard to socially distance. The socially distancing rules are not really good for people that can't see, because there are signs and arrows and markers and circles, and all of it is visual. So we rely on people to tell us what we have to do. And unfortunately, as smart as Gretchen is, she doesn't understand socially distancing. And she certainly doesn't understand the marks and the signs and the arrows. Right now, she's taking me along a municipal, it's like a government area. And it's not far from my house. But I wanted to show you this part because she has to indent. The sidewalk was going right next to the street with curb and gutter, and now it's indented. And she has to do that veer. And of course, before I ever got Gretchen, and I had lived here for 15 years, I didn't know that this sidewalk veered a good 10 or 15 feet from the street at that point. Let's go forward. Good job. But we're coming up on our courthouse, which is a historic building. It was built in like 1899 or 1901 or something like that. And we don't go around here. We haven't been here with the COVID because they've had to change their protocols so that people that are going into the courthouse for court have to sit outside or stand outside, 10 feet apart, 6 feet apart. And Gretchen and I just have a hard time mingling through all of that. And she gets confused because they're just standing around. So we picked a Saturday to come so that she and I don't have the people to contend with, but I can still exercise her route. Let me see if I can point over. I believe that is the courthouse. If you're able to see, the courthouse is to my right. And then there's a fire station and a law office, little house next across the street. This is a main intersection here, but we don't go here. And she is turning me, which is perfectly normal. So we're going to go all the way to the end of this block. We're going to cover the courthouse and the parking lot. And the sidewalk right up here is a little bit uneven. So we'll make sure that she doesn't allow me to. That was a little dip, but it went down. On the street to my left, over my left shoulder, is Court Street, of course, and it's got a median in the middle of it. And several years ago, when I first got Gretchen, I first got her, she went over to the median. I didn't even know there was a median in that street there. So I had to FaceTime somebody and say, well, what, Gretchen, let's go forward. She's sniffing. Forward, Gretchen. Forward. Now, I'm going to stop right here because I'm going to describe something. Gretchen, halt. There's a weed eater up here that I can hear, so I'm going to describe it right here. When we get up here to this intersection, we're going to make a sharp right. We're going to go due east on a sidewalk. Now, the sidewalk traverses across a big parking lot entrance. Then it goes next to a building that juts out all the way to the edge of the sidewalk. So if I reached my right hand out, I'm touching the building. Once we get beyond that building, there's a secondary little, almost like a permanent, semi-permanent building that used to be the driver's license department, and there is no sidewalk. It's only an asphalt parking lot with some weird markings. And not only can we not go straight, once we pass the building, the jut out building, we can't go straight. We have to indent another 15 feet and then traverse across this part of the sidewalk that's all broken up and has rebarb on it and everything. So it's not really a safe place even for sighted people, but watch what Gretchen does. Okay, let's go forward, Gretchen. She learned this route. We practiced it when I first got her. Hope I'm pointing down at her okay. She's got a great pull. We're gonna go up to this corner up here, which I don't know where that is, but we're gonna go up to the corner. We have to keep walking toward the noise, even though in my mind I'm saying, whoa, once I get there, it's very disorienting because my ears are what I use for everything. And right now I'm holding on to Gretchen. So when my ears don't work and my eyes don't work, I just keep walking and following Gretchen. Hopefully she'll close her eyes. Go forward. Oh, thank y'all. Come on, Gretchen. No, we can't play. Now, let's see. We were supposed to turn here.
Where are you looking for?
We're looking for the sidewalk. Have I already passed it? That goes down?
Yes, ma'am. It's right here.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Right here.
Thank you. That's why she didn't turn, huh?
Oh, yes.
Thank you. Good girl. Good girl, Gretchen. Now, there's a parking lot there. That was funny because the guy was cutting right where Gretchen was supposed to turn. So she was just going to go ahead and cross the street. So that was interesting. Now, in a minute, now we're crossing the driveway. There's no demarcation for Gretchen. It's just a driveway. And I think she's now back on the sidewalk. My feet kind of feel that she's on the sidewalk. And I'll pan down at her while she follows this sidewalk. And you can see what she does. We'll come across a drain that makes noise of water underneath the sidewalk. The very first time we did that, that freaked her out. She got over it real quick. Now I'm going right down the sidewalk. There's the building. I could hear the echo of her little feet. Now it looks like we're doing our little dogleg jaunt here. We are doglegging to the right, and she's going to be looking for a sidewalk over here that is horrible. I'll see if I can show her doing that. Hopefully she won't. Now she just took me diagonally through a parking lot. Good job, Gretchen. Let's do careful. Let's do careful. I'm pointing down as good as I can so you can see the condition of this roughy sidewalk. Not as bad as it was, I think. Maybe, not sure what they did. But anyway, she did a good job. And so now I'm going to turn around, point back to where she came from. And I think for one of our first days out on this area of town, she did very well. Hope you've enjoyed Gretchen walking. I know she enjoys walking. And we really need to do more of it for quarantine, but it's just so difficult. So I will talk to you soon, everybody. And leave some comments below if you have any questions about Gretchen and her abilities. She's got a cute story about her twin brother. So hit the like button if you like Gretchen outside in action. And subscribe if you haven't. and hit that bell notification, and I will see you on the next route. Talk to you soon, everyone. Stay safe and happy. Bye-bye.